Boop.
Alright. And then our names. We're not that sophisticated yet, but maybe one day.
One day.
Yep.
Not today. Another day.
Alright.
So, this is our first podcast.
It is. It's all over our table.
I don't know.
This table is the type of table that just kind of captures every piece of food that you have.
Yeah, it's like you dropped a crumb. Oh, good, it's mine now.
It just gets lost in the fucking table.
I was hungry today. Let me eat your crumbs.
Hang on, we can put it in the holes of the table. What are you doing?
I'm locking it
Oh,
so it doesn't move around so much.
alright, good idea. Alright,
Okay, so
what's on the menu?
from our title, I'm sure you've seen this. The things that we're going to talk about are about nothing you need to know about.
Yeah.
But we still talk about them because why not? Right?
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about today?
Psychics?
Yeah.
That's it. Psychics.
Yeah, so we're talking about psychics today. Do we believe in them? Do we not believe in them? You know, just all about the stigma around them.
Right.
And
Will the software keep running in the background if I...
yeah, it'll keep running. I think. This is the first time I'm ever using it, so I hope it does.
Frequently asked questions about psychics. None of that was spelt right.
No, it was not. Can
It
we
said
just
frequently-
pause for a second?
Come on.
He
why-
spelled psychics PHIKIKS. That is how he spelled
Really?
psychic.
You're really gonna put me out there like
Yeah,
that?
I'm gonna put you on the spot like that because that is the most trash
I was-
spelling I've ever seen.
I was doing it fast for you guys.
Oh yeah, okay. So round 2.
Stop it, shut up. I don't want to hear it anymore. It keeps coming up. It keeps coming up physics.
You spell it PSY
PSY. Who would?
CHIC.
This is
S.
why I got held back in the 2nd grade. Because words like this.
Okay, in the 2nd grade, you're telling me you were going around spelling psychic?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Your teacher was like, spell psychic or you're not graduating.
How can I tell if a psychic or psychic medium is real or fake? How can you tell? How would you be able to? We haven't even gone to a psychic before, but we're going to.
No, so we plan on getting a past life reading when we are on vacation over like the next week or so. So we wanted to do this video to research psychics a little bit because we don't know if we quite believe in it or if we do believe in it. Is it bad saying we don't believe in it?
No.
Bad omen.
No, you kidding me? There's so many people out there that think psychics are just like a load of shit.
And is that why their lives are bad?
My mother was like that actually for a long time.
Was
Long
she?
story short, she thought psychics were like a fucking load of shit. And then she went to one of those viewings where it's not like a one-on-one type of deal. It's like you go into like an
Like a
audience.
huge hall.
It's like a huge hall, and there's one psychic in there, and they take like questions from people. And I don't want to, without saying any names, the psychic went up to my mother and was just like, "There's someone in this area that has committed suicide, and he was in the military, and you knew him, and he wants to talk to you."
Does she know somebody?
Yeah, she does. Obviously, I'll tell you later, so for obvious reasons, just to protect the person's identity, but...
That's
and
crazy.
she just sat there, and she was just like, "Yep, not gonna say that's me, because I don't want to do that."
Well, yeah, putting herself on the spot like that.
Anyways, long story short, she believes in psychics now.
After
Obviously
that,
they're
she
not.
believes in them?
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, some of them suck. Like a good carpenter.
What?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes people lay down carpets good, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're good carpenters.
So what you're saying is you are comparing a psychic to a carpenter that lays down carpet.
I'm saying I... Shut up. I'm saying, I'm comparing it to anything. Like, you're either like a good race car driver or you fucking kind of suck.
Okay, but let's like revisit, right?
Yeah.
So how, like, what would make somebody a good psychic relevant to a bad psychic?
Okay, a bad psychic, obviously, you know, they're getting everything wrong. Hi, how are you? I'm sensing that your name is, starts with an M? Like, no, it doesn't. It starts with a Z. It's Zarconia.
Sarcona. Why is that what you made your name?
Because, I don't know, it's psychics, and, you know, they have cool names sometimes.
So the client also has cool names?
Yes.
You have to have a cool name to go to a
Yes,
psychic.
it's a requirement. Alright, moving on. We'll just ignore that I said that whole thing.
Oh, but getting back to it, I'm Larissa and this is Alex. If you've watched what we've already put out on our channel, you know who we are already.
Which was a
But-
little while ago.
Yeah.
We've taken a bit of a break. We just wanted to, like, we started realizing the content that we were making, we didn't like it that much. So,
Well, we weren't as like passionate about it.
right, we wanted to revisit how we were, where we were making our channel go.
Well, and also I feel like we were getting frustrated because we were just filming in my small little room.
I just burped.
And you're disgusting. And now we like actually have a space to film and do videos with, so it'll make it a little bit easier and a little bit more pleasing to watch, I feel.
Yeah.
So, anyways, nice to meet you. I'll keep watching. So for psychics. So, one, do you believe in them? Let's start there. Do you believe that they can actually see things about you or that they can do things?
Like, what?
How about we look up what is a psychic
Wow.
to see the definition
Should have done
of
this
it.
before.
Well, that's okay. We do it now. Learning process.
Psychics are people that can
Okay, well let's do
read
like
into your...
let's do the dictionary version.
No? Alright, that dictionary version looks terrible.
Relating to or denoting faculties or phenomena that are apparently inexplicable by natural law, especially involving. So they're saying that psychics are telepathic and have clairvoyance.
What is it?
Clairvoyance. Yeah,
Just in there,
clairvoyancy.
yep.
Yeah.
Not E. Are there clairvoyants?
So what does that mean? Being
Clairvoyant?
clairvoyant, they can like.
Clairvoyant?
Clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. I wish you could click on clairvoyant. I don't even know what that means. Maybe it means that you can see things with
Oh,
clarity.
here. A person considered or claiming to have psychic powers
A medium.
or a medium.
You've heard that term before, right? A medium?
Yeah, and it says like synonyms are being clairvoyant, being a fortune teller, a prophet, a seer, and all of that fun stuff. So, I don't know. From what my understanding of a psychic is that some of them like read the energy around you and then they can tell certain things about you. And by reading the energy around you, they can also see people like your story, the story that your mom
Yeah.
had, or
They can like
things
see.
like that.
I wonder how
Not
it
see
happens for
people,
them.
I don't think. I feel like they can just like hear them or like feel them.
Yeah. They like feel like, oh, I feel like he looks this way, and I feel like he's this way, and he's telling me that this is what he looks like. So I don't think they can really ever see people.
No, I don't think they're like ghost hunters or something. Where they like.
You think ghost hunters can really see ghosts?
No, but I'm saying that they're not like.
What are you saying?
They can't see ghosts. is
Okay,
what-
yeah, okay.
That was my point.
Yeah, alright. Do I believe in psychics?
But do you believe in people like that? Do you
Yeah.
believe that that's a thing?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not like fucking ignorant to it. I think that some people have the gift.
The gift.
don't know
What
why.
is the gift?
The gift of seeing otherworldly things beyond this realm. So we have like, you know, where we're living right now in this dimension, and then we have that medium. That's why they're called mediums. I'm making all this up. And then you have the afterlife, right? I feel like
So you're saying that you believe that there's something in between the now and the afterlife.
yeah, of course.
And
if
they
you
they
were
have
Catholic,
some.
it'd be called purgatory. where you'd go to learn
I
things
think
you
it's
didn't learn.
different.
I think,
Some
right?
people, not everybody believes in purgatory.
I think Catholics do. All Catholics do. You're Baptist. What do you believe?
I don't know what I believe.
Okay. She went to church her entire life, people.
Believing
I have
in
never
things is
gone
hard.
to church, and I know what I believe.
Believing in things is hard. You can't just be like, I believe in this, and then that's it. There are too many things in life to only believe in one thing. And why are you blowing your purse in my face? You're nasty.
You're nasty.
So you're saying that you believe in them, but why? Like, what makes you believe in them?
Well, I mean, just of all the evidence of, like, people going to places and being like, oh my god, look at that. And I've actually had, like, a run-in with a psychic
Oh, yeah,
before.
tell him about that. Tell him
Okay.
about that.
So I was out on the road, and I was out and about, and I was doing things, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I ended up at the Dedham Psychic, right in Dedham, Massachusetts. Not here in Dedham, Massachusetts, but over in Dedham, Massachusetts. And I walked in, and I'm like looking around, and I'm just like, where the fuck is everybody? It's just a house. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I hear, hello, Alex. And I'm just like,
That's
what?
creepy.
I was like, what? And I look over, and the Dedham Psychic is just sitting there at her table. She's kind of pretty, but a little scary at the same time. She's sitting there. Hello. And then, anyways, I walked up to her, said what I wanted to say to her, and she asked me if I wanted a reading. I was just like, no, not really. It's not that, like, I don't believe in you guys. It's just that I was trying to basically tell her, it's not that I don't believe that you guys exist or you guys can do what you do. I just don't believe that most of you can actually do it. And that's what I believe.
So you believe that there are people out there that can do it, but there are a lot of them that are like full of shit.
Yeah, because there's like a fucking psychic shop in every town. Like, how is it that
Yeah,
so
and can
many
we talk
people-
about why they're always in houses? Why are they always in people's houses?
Well, it's because, I don't think anyone's
wouldn't that like
gotten-
mess up their energy? Where they
No.
like see people right downstairs from where they sleep?
I don't
A
think
bunch
so.
of people's demons just roaming around downstairs?
No, because your house is your temple, and that's where you feel the best.
Okay, but here, like, let's look at it this way, right? Let's say I go in there and I got some jerk demon
I got
attached to
some
me.
jerk demon.
And now this demon knows that she can, like,
See him?
feel him or whatever they do.
I'm sure that's happened before.
and then they just hang
around.
around and they annoy them.
I don't think it's happened.
Like
at
a
all.
nuisance.
Yeah.
Like a mouse running around your house, annoying you.
I mean, we have Snow White. She's pretty much like a mouse running around the house
She
annoying
is a
us.
hamster, and
She bites like crazy.
yeah.
Well, she doesn't bite us.
Well, she doesn't bite us.
She bites the cage
The
like crazy.
bars. But yeah, you would think that they wouldn't want it in their
No,
house.
your
Like
house
it
is
would
your
just be
temple,
like
no.
a.
Darn, no! Your house is where you feel the strongest as a psychic. Why am I saying this like I know it?
Yeah, okay, disclaimer, we don't know anything. These are just assumptions.
Yeah.
If you want the real thing, go research yourself because you won't find it here.
Nope.
Sorry.
If you want facts, you're in the wrong place. How do I make it split screen? Why isn't it working? I don't think you can split screen this one. Anyways, your house is your temple. That's where you feel the strongest. That's why I believe that most of them operate out of a house, and also it's a lot of money to buy like a store to start a business.
Well,
A
yeah, I could
business
see that argument.
where, all right, if you really get down to it, like a psychic business is one of those businesses where it's like, I'm not selling anything. I don't really have any type of overhead whatsoever. If I don't own a place to conduct my business, and I just do it out of my house, it's not costing me anything to operate. And so if like a week goes by and there's no one has came by, it's okay because I haven't spent $1 on the business.
That's true.
So it's just like, it's not like the demand for psychics are always so freaking high. So it's like, you can't really be a business that's about like, hey, I have a service, but this service is kind of like, if you want to go do this. It's not like people really need this.
Right, I get it's like someone going to get their nails done. They don't need to get
Right,
their
they don't
nails done.
technically need it.
But a lot of people argue that they do need it. So there are a lot of people, like when we were looking to like visit one of these places, I was looking at a lot of reviews online, and some people treat it almost like therapy. Like they go there every week or every other week
Yeah.
to meet with their psychic, to go over their lives and things like that.
Well,
so some people do treat it as if they absolutely need it in their lives in order to function.
Well, some of them go there to realign their
Their
aura, their chi, their chakra. To realign their chakra. I don't know what that is. What is a chakra?
Oh, so people go there for like other specific reasons.
Yeah, people go there for like, you know,
But to mentally like align
balance out,
themselves.
like to balance themselves, or feel like one of those people that are super spiritual and in tune with yourself and your aura and your soul. You'd go there to balance yourself out.
I thought a chakra was something you did in yoga.
That's that thing at the end of yoga where you guys all lay down.
Yeah, and you close your eyes. And
That's
you
not
want to take a
chakra.
nap.
No,
No, what is it?
I can't remember. I can't remember what the word was. What is chakra?
Did you Google what is Momo?
No, it just came up because that's like one of those things where every single parent, every single concerned parents. Chakra, it's actually an Indian thought. Each of the centers of spiritual power in the human body, usually considered to be 7 in number.
Oh,
The
go
centers
down.
of spiritual balance.
What are the 7? What are
What do the 7 chakras mean? Chakra.
An energetic wheel or vortex of energy found in the subtle body.
It's an Indian,
Oh.
I didn't know
I
that.
actually feel like, so at the gym, there was a guy who like did a lot of things like this, and he would tell me how awesome it was and how I should try it. And he was Indian. And he
Yeah.
said he did it like every week. And
Maybe
like
that's why
his
Indians are
body
so happy all the time.
didn't feel like, not like fulfilled, but he didn't like feel like in the right state if he didn't do it. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never done anything like this.
No, I haven't either. But what is that thing at the end of yoga? What am I thinking of?
God, I don't know.
I don't remember what it's called now.
This entire podcast is just going to be us looking up things that we don't understand. What
That's
is
okay.
that
When do you ever have a
relaxing
conversation where you
part at
understand?
the end of yoga? Shavasana.
Oh, those are two completely different words.
Shavasana.
Those aren't even close.
To perform Shavasana. Alright, we're not going to tell you what Shavasana
Okay, we
is.
digress.
You
We
guys
digress.
already know what Shavasana is.
So, okay, so people typically go to psychics, right?
Yeah.
And they have like their fortune. Well, not their fortune, but they have like.
Their fortune, right? Their fortune tellers. Like one of those little coin operated ones that you find on the pier.
Yeah. No. So they go to psychics and they want to like know their future, right? They like go there specifically for them to tell them something about themselves in the future. So, me personally, I would never do something like that.
God no.
I
Like
feel
learn about your future, right? Is
Well,
that what you're
yeah,
saying?
I feel like that would jeopardize my actual future. Like, I feel like.
It wouldn't jeopardize your future. It would jeopardize how you acted.
Well, yeah, I
every
would.
single
My
day.
actions would be purposefully to make that
Because
happen
you would be
or
always
make
thinking
that
in the
not
back
happen.
of your mind, like, I know this could possibly happen, so if I like it, I'm gonna like gun for it. 'Cause it might
Yeah, or
already
if I
happen.
hate it, I'm gonna like
Steer
ruin my
clear.
life so I don't have it happen.
Yeah.
But so I would personally never get a reading of my future ever.
No.
I would never ever want that.
So why would you go to a psychic then?
Well, no, I would rather go to like have my aura read, or they do like aura readings.
Yeah.
Past life readings is something that I'm super, super interested in.
Yeah, of course.
So I think like that would be the number one thing I would do. Tarot
you had a
cards
past
scare
life?
the shit out of me.
Yeah,
What?
they do scare the shit out of me.
Right?
Because
They-
you know that one card is lingering in there.
That death card is just
Yeah.
like, you're gonna die, bitch.
It's just like, where are you in the deck? Nobody knows. It could be you. You're gonna die next tomorrow.
And that is why I don't want my
Yeah,
tarot
it's
read.
awful. It's awful, awful.
So I think the only thing I would do is get a past life reading.
All right, but you wouldn't wanna. Say you did a tarot card reading and they pulled out death. You wouldn't want to know.
No, I wouldn't
So
want
that
to
you
know.
could
I'd
try to
rather just
prevent
die
dying?
and not,
You just
and not
fold
know.
so quickly. What the fuck?
No, but I'm saying I would rather just like have it happen than know it. I would like live every day waking up being like, oh shit, I could die today. I wouldn't want that.
Some people wake up every day and just think that.
Okay, well that's terrible,
That's
and I don't want to
paranoia.
be that terrible. Okay, and we are back. We just took a little bit of a break.
Back
so,
at her.
So if it looks a little different on the camera, or it sounds like all of a sudden we paused and
We did.
we sound
That's why.
different, that's why. But so we were just talking about doing like tarot card readings. It doesn't matter, honey, because I changed the view of it. So.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking about like tarot card readings and not wanting to do it because, you know, I don't want to know when my death is, but what about you? Would you want to know something like
When
that?
I died,
Yeah, would you?
Okay, here's the thing.
Well, I don't know that they tell you when you die, but they
Okay.
tell you like you'll be, like you don't have much longer left, or
that would be awful.
like something like that.
Be saying like I don't have much longer left is just like you're leaving so much area for opportunity. Like, is it not much longer? Like a week? What is not much longer? Is it not much
Well, I
longer?
mean,
like
time is
10
relative
years?
to anybody. It could
Okay,
be different for anyone.
Yeah, but not much longer could be 10 years if you have about 60 more years to live.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or it could also mean next week is not much longer. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah.
I'd be
Well, that's what I'm
living every
saying.
day
Like,
in
you would
fear.
wake up every day being paranoid that today was the day
Oh, I'd be
you were
super
going to be
paranoid.
dead.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to know. I
But
wouldn't
so, I think what we're getting is those kind of readings we wouldn't want to do.
unattractive.
So we plan to go to a past life reading over our vacation, because that's something that I think we both definitely believe in,
Oh, yeah.
and all of that. Why do you believe in it? What
Well, I
makes
guess
you
it-
believe in something like that?
Well, I guess it's because we both feel like we had past lives before. And we both feel like tied to some sort of time. And my story is super stupid and cheesy.
Well, okay, well, let's rewind. You used to tell me that you didn't believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you were just like, but I feel like, and what did you feel like?
I feel like I'm tied to like around the 70s, the 60s, the 70s. I feel like I was a high school kid and I died when I was in high school. I died in a car accident. But I feel like super attached to like the music back then. I love the cars back then. Maybe I just like the time frame.
What do
I
you think?
love like the
Well,
late
I
60s.
think liking a time period and thinking you died then is completely different.
Okay. Okay, first, hang on a second. I like it, and I also feel like the reason why I like it is because I used to live it.
Yeah.
Because there's something about old cars and old music and retro themed things that make me feel good. That make me feel like this is familiar. I don't know why, like I like know a bunch of songs from the 60s for some weird reason.
Like you feel like you already know them.
Yeah,
before
like I don't
you
know the
heard
names
them.
of these songs, but like when they start playing, I'm just like, wow, like this is really good music. I feel used to this music. I feel like I've heard this music before.
Yeah.
You
Well,
long
I
for a
think-
time period where you were born, like I was born in '93 and I wasn't anywhere near it. My mother was born not really anywhere
Well,
near
even
it
our
either.
parents, they listened to music from the 80s, not
They
from...
weren't even from the 60s.
Yeah.
Our grandparents were. My
Mhm.
grandparent, my grandfather,
Yeah, but how
From
much
the
did your
50s.
grandmother really listen to music?
never.
That wasn't
well,
Spanish music.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My other side, my mother's side.
Oh.
I've never like. That's what I'm saying. Because back in the day, my grandmother was still in Cuba with my father and my aunt.
Right.
Anyways.
But yeah, so in my perspective, it's a little different because I don't know that I feel that tightly to any time. I definitely feel drawn to certain time periods, like the 20s.
Yeah,
I
but do you think it's just like you like it? You just
Well,
like,
see-
I'm attracted to this whole entire lifestyle?
Well, I think I believe I had a past life more because I am more mature than a lot of people that are our age. I mean, think of a lot of people. No, but don't you agree? Where like we are a
I
little
feel
bit
like
more
we're
mature
both
than
old
people.
souls. Old souls.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I
Old
feel
souls.
like there's something about us that would indicate that we had a past life where we learned a lot of things.
I feel like for our age, there's no way to say this without sounding conceited.
What?
I feel like for our age, we're pretty intelligent and we're pretty independent, and we have a really crazy split personality in terms of we love to have fun and just act like children, but we also know that there's a certain time and place for everything, and we gotta be like grown-ass adults. And I feel like when that time happens, we can intimidate people.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Because we
just
come
today you
across-
said
we
that I
come
was
across as
intimidating.
more intelligent. We come across as much more intelligent than our ages are.
Well, yeah. People are
I'm
always.
I'm
usually,
sorry. That seems like super conceited to say.
Well, no. I feel like what you're trying to say is people often value us at ages that are higher than what we are.
Yeah.
Like people are often surprised when we say, "Oh, we're only."
They're pleasantly
24 years
surprised
old.
when they're just like, because it happens to me. Like someone's just like, when they start to get to know me and they start to talk to me more.
Yeah, and it's not based on like how we look or something.
No,
It's solely based on our
on
personality.
like how we act. They're just like, wow, really, you're a young guy, you know? You got a good head on your shoulders still, even though
Yeah.
you're so young.
Right. So I always grew up hearing my mom, like anytime like something like bad would happen or like something like crazy happened that you like were just like, shit, why is this happening in my life? She would always just be like, I must have done something terrible in my past life to make this happen now. So I think for me it's more of like I heard my mom saying that all the time when I grew up. So I was just like, wow, maybe like something like that is real, you know?
There must be a past life. You
Right.
must have lived another life.
Right.
So you got reincarnated.
No, I feel like reincarnated is different. In my opinion, I don't think that's the same. Like, I think that part of you goes to wherever you believe you go to, and then, like, your soul travels on. Because, like, they make that argument about soulmates. You don't just find your soulmate, die, and then that's it. Your soul continues to go on and on and on.
A piece of it.
Well, yeah, a piece of it. A
And
piece
then
of your
another
soul
piece of it
continues to
goes
go
to
on.
heaven.
Like, have you ever seen that episode of Charmed where all of them are going to their past lives and they switch places with their past selves?
I think so. Maybe.
Where
I
they
don't
were,
know.
it was in the 20s where Phoebe goes back
Oh, okay,
into
I
her
remember.
body.
Yeah, I remember.
And they're like at a party and they're
And
all
she's
trying to
an
kill each
asshole?
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Phoebe's an asshole.
Yeah, and I think like shows like that also
Yeah.
made me feel like it was like a more real thing.
So what you're saying is your perception of what we're talking about, past lives, and if we ever had a past life, are strongly influenced by TV.
Well, yeah. I guess that sounds really stupid, but
No,
I
it
mean,
doesn't sound stupid.
But I mean, there are definitely things that happen in your life that make you feel some type of way later in your life, I feel.
Yeah.
And I think those are a couple of them that strongly like resonated with me, and I'm like, wow, that seems like it could be real.
Right.
Like, you watch all these TV shows or you hear all these stories and you're like, that's a load of shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. But like something like that, I felt like it sat with me differently.
Right.
Where I'm just like, wow, that could like be a real thing.
Alright, so that's the reason why you'd want to go to a past life psychic.
Right, and I wouldn't want to go
A
to
psychic
anything
reading
else.
and nothing else.
Nothing else. I don't want.
Now, what about like there's a present reading. Wonder what the present reading is, because when you drive by,
I'm
on
sure
the
it would
sign
just
says
like read
past,
you
present,
like your
future.
current state or something.
Like how you are doing currently, because you wouldn't know, because you don't know already.
Well, I mean, if I felt like some type of way, and maybe they could be like, something bad is in your aura. Or
Something bad is a muck. Something is a muck.
Oh, so that also reminds me. So revisiting. So we might be going to that Open Doors place in Braintree.
Yeah.
But we were kind of rethinking it because for me, that place made me feel like some type of way. When I went in there, I instantly felt like something was like suffocating me, which probably isn't good.
No. That place is supposed to be nice and relaxing. So what it's telling me is that you're a demon.
I'm not a demon.
Yeah, you are. You
Well,
might
how
be.
did you feel? You felt like you just wanted to lay down and take a nap.
I felt chill. I felt like, oh, this place is kind of cool. It smells really good. It has like all of my type of like decorations, because I liked it. Because it had like dream catchers. It had like crazy stones. It had incense. There was like crazy like little packets of like vampire's blood and like little spices and stuff. But like that's
Well,
just
and you
because
also bought some rocks that are supposed to help you with
I
your
did buy
nightmares.
some rocks.
That sounds so silly saying
Would have
that.
known. Would have known that was horrible. It was a horrible idea.
Well, for me, it helped you like really well,
It
didn't
did,
it?
and then it was so there. All right.
It
so
was like it like had opposite effects on us, which is why I also believe in crystals.
Yeah.
But I think that's for a separate
that's what
video.
they were. They were crystals. They were precious
Yeah.
stones,
Right.
and they were in a little baggie. And the guy told me to put them in my pillowcase at night because I have. You could call them nightmares, but I don't view them as nightmares. They're just kind of my dreams now.
They are like horror movies.
Yeah,
in
they're
his
pretty
head.
bad.
They're terrible.
They're pretty horrible, and I have them almost every night, so it's kind of normal now. And I don't really feel like afraid about them anymore.
Yeah,
But
but
anyway, so
you put the
gave
rocks
them-
in your pillowcase, and what were they supposed to do?
They were supposed to make my dreams. They were supposed to make my dreams dreams and not nightmares anymore. Basically,
Yeah, they were supposed to like have some positive
more
effect.
pleasant dreams.
Yeah,
more pleasant
for
dreaming.
you want to know what it did to me because
Yeah.
it helped him, but I couldn't sleep for over a week. I would just consistently wake up like every 15 minutes, and I couldn't sleep.
And
at
I slept
all.
fine. It affected me positively,
Mhm.
and it affected her.
Yeah, so
like-
after a week of me not getting used to it, he threw them out the window, which is probably not how you're supposed to dispose of
I don't know
those
how you're
types of
supposed to do
things.
that.
But yeah, so they're living outside, and that's where they're gonna stay
Yep.
because I want to sleep at night.
Maybe her mother is now having bad dreams, or her brother actually, because we threw them out the window. We threw them out the window of her bedroom, and right downstairs is where her brother sleeps.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's having a lot of good dreams.
terrible, terrible. time.
But yeah, so it's crazy how things like that like affect you differently.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I think we're gonna go there, and
I don't think we're gonna go there.
you don't think we're gonna go there.
No, I have a feeling we're gonna go to that psychic advisor in Newton.
Yeah, but I heard bad things about them.
You heard bad things about the Dedham psychic. Remember?
No, both of them. Both of them were just like these people are mean.
Mean?
Yeah, they said they were mean and didn't take feelings into consideration. But then that makes
Are you
me think
supposed to?
like they're sitting there doing their job. Like your future isn't always nice. So
Yeah, that's true.
how are you gonna say my feelings got hurt?
This is just
That
like-
is what it is.
You know what that was? Someone probably went in there with their boyfriend sitting in the living room.
And they were just like, you two won't last.
You guys are not the person that you guys are not the people to be together, and it's like fucking hard pill to swallow there, bud. Let me just shove it down your throat.
Well, yeah, and then people get mad, and which is also another reason why I don't want to do like one of those like future readings, because I fear someone's gonna be like, you two are terrible for each other when we very much believe we're supposed to be together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want someone to crush all that because I don't care what you think.
Right. I don't think it would affect our relationship.
No, I don't think so either. But I mean, hearing something like that, like you said, is not always easy.
It's not pleasant.
No,
It's not like a happy thing.
no. So why bring that into our life?
Right.
Negativity doesn't live here.
Well, we didn't ask you. Do you believe that psychics are real?
So, I do believe, like you said, that some of them probably truly have that clairvoyancy
Gift.
and that gift that
Mhm.
they can see things like that. But I think where I'm at is I'm kind of confused on what they do. Like, what gift do they have? Like, you know?
They
Like-
have the gift. We already went over it.
No,
They
there
have the
was no
gift of, like,
specific thing. It was like a list of things they could do.
So you're trying to say
Like, how do they know they have this gift? Like, how did they practice this gift to get good enough to just see something for every person that walks in? Because, you know, when you have a gift, it doesn't work on everybody.
Yeah, but I think they have disclaimers. They're just like,
Well, they do. On their
hey,
website,
sometimes
they have
we might
things-
not feel anything with you, and it just might be like fucking dead air.
Right. No, that is true. Sometimes they can't get a reading from certain people.
Right.
But how do they get to that point where, like, a majority of the people they see, they can see something of? Like, they had to have, like a witch, how you, like, build your power. What gift do they have where they build it to a point where they can just do open readings like that? I feel like that's not what I'm understanding. What are you laughing about?
You're comparing
That's like-
witches,
No,
this
I'm not
methodical
saying.
creature.
I'm not saying that they're a witch. I'm just saying if they have a gift, you have to master your gift in order to use it
So you're
to
saying
help
that
other
psychics
people.
could like master their abilities, master
But what
their
is
skills.
their abilities that they are mastering? Don't. That's what I'm not understanding. So I think when we go there, that's what I have to understand.
So we'll ask.
Yeah, we'll ask. But I'm saying that's where I think that like line is of me not getting it.
Do you have any stories about people going to psychics? Do you know anybody?
Oh, so no, I don't know anybody personally.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos. So one girl that I watch, her name is Jessie Smiles, and so she went with like her whole family, and so she has a really close bond. I mean, you can go watch her video. She like explains it way better than I'm about to. But so she went with her whole family, and the psychic advisor or whatever you would call them, it said, I can feel that you and your brother have a really strong bond. And she's just like, yeah, I'm really close to my brother. Like, not like, oh, he's my brother, but like they were like basically best friends.
Uh-huh.
And she was just like, well, that makes sense because in your past life you two were twin brothers and you were very close. And then she asks her, so the girl Jessie, she has like a problem with like being in water, being underwater, because she starts having panic attacks.
Yeah.
And her whole life she never knew why, because like nothing ever happened to her that would make her feel that way. And the woman was just like, after telling them that they were like twins in their past life, she goes, and you drowned in your past life. And your brother couldn't help you. And then she's just like, oh shit, maybe that's why I feel this way.
Oh,
like maybe
shit.
like that's why I'm having panic attacks every single time I go into water. So it was like things like that
That's
where I'm
crazy.
just like, that makes me believe. Like
That makes you believe
can't
that
just,
psychics are real.
yeah, you can't just
make
walk
up something
into
crazy
someone
like that.
right, and you can't like just like
You can't fake something
bank
crazy
on
like that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like you can't just make something up and all of a sudden it's real.
It must just be feelings. It must just be like,
like they're like
I get this intense fear right now. I wonder if it's like the psychics are sitting there and they're feeling what you feel. They're like just they're not seeing
Like
things,
they're
but
severely
they're just getting
empathetic.
feelings. Yeah,
Like-
they're just super. They have empathy to the max,
right, where they can feel other people's feelings.
even if they're not feeling it at that moment. If
But
they're
how
just
would
like-
you explain them feeling like their past life feelings? Is that something you just carry with you forever? Well, I guess in the argument of if your soul is moving on, it would still be part of your soul, I
Right,
guess.
a piece of it is still with you, so it's like psychics are able to tap into that small piece and grab it, and they can feel it. They feel like, I feel like I was super close with my brother, and I feel like a suffocation. I feel like I was drowning, and my brother couldn't help me. Maybe that's what they feel.
Yeah, and maybe they're just good at piecing it together.
And they're just good at like making a story out of it.
Yeah, like actually, like
Right.
finding
Not a
what's
story,
happening.
but I mean like they're
No, I
not
get
like
what
a
you're
tall
saying.
tale, but I'm saying like making a narrative out of what they're feeling.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I think that's where we're going to end for this week. If you have any thoughts about psychics or have any of your own experiences, definitely, those of you watching on YouTube, leave your comments below. And those of you that are listening on the podcast, feel free to reach out to the email that's on our profile to tell us about anything that you have like had happened to you or know that has happened to like someone close to you, because I think that could be really cool to like go over.
Yeah, it's
like
great.
read some of those stories.
Read comments and then maybe we'll do like a psychic part 2.
Yeah, like see what other. Well, we're obviously gonna come back and check in after
Yeah.
we get our past life reading and all that. But
Till next time.
yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.